Okay, we're on to refining eating habits. Habit implementation worksheet example is coming. So, as you always do, I, Stephen Bourne, declaration to myself, will focus on my willpower to form these sub-habits over the next 2 weeks. I will use this worksheet to plan and implement the steps below to refine my eating habits, starting on the 26th of the 20th, 2020, whatever. 26th of 11, sorry. Tick the boxes when done. So, first habit, really beneficial. When you wake up in the morning, you have been fasting for hopefully around 8 hours. Your body needs some liquid. Yeah, it's almost dehydrated. That's why you wake up with kind of dry mouth. So you want to get 1 to 2 glasses of water first thing in the AM, before any coffee, before any breakfast, just to really stimulate the juices in the body and start the metabolism. So how will you do that? By preparing, having a pint ready, having a glass ready, having glass ready beside the sink. Yeah, having a glass ready beside the sink. When you will do that, in the evenings before bed. So do that before bed, so when you wake up in the morning, you'll have that sitting there for you and you're ready to go. And then you tick when it's done, obviously. So that's done. Here's another one. You want to eat slowly in a relaxed state. I know that's hard for some people, especially for some people who have jobs like, say, nurses or stressful jobs. It is difficult, but try do it in as many meals as you can and start off even slow. Start off maybe just with your breakfast. Maybe you can get up an extra 15 minutes early to actually enjoy your breakfast rather than rushing out and dropping off the drive-through at McDonald's to pick up a coffee and espresso and a donut or whatever. They're all bad habits. You need to get you need to be in a slow, kind of relaxed state to enjoy your food and to eat it nice and slowly and relaxed. So how do you do that? Eat slowly and relaxed state. Sit down, enjoy, and chew, and make time. So the idea is for this next 2 weeks, make this a priority. At the moment, it's obviously not a priority for you if you don't do it, but by educating you and by telling you how beneficial it is, hopefully that will become a good habit. So eating slowly will reduce your weight and will get you leaner, because your body, when you eat too fast, your body basically doesn't send the signal to the brain to say, okay, we're full, because it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do that. And if you're eating too fast, you're skipping that process. If you're not chewing your food, you're really skipping that process, and you're speeding things up too much, and you're kind of not letting the digestive system actually do its job. See, when you actually see food for the first time and your mouth salivates, even if you smell food, that's the start of digestion. When your stomach rumbles, that's your body preparing. So when you stuff your face full of food and eat fast within 2-3 minutes, you're skipping that vital digestive system thing where you actually enjoy the food. And then your brain, you see, your stomach's about the size of your fist, and as you fill it with food, it expands. When it expands, it starts to send signals to the brain to say, okay, we're pretty full now, we're satisfied. But if you stuff yourself and it expands really quick, it doesn't give your body a chance to actually send that signal. So try your best not to do that. Eat slowly and relaxed state when at breakfast. So you could even just start doing it with breakfast, and then eventually hopefully with dinner, and then hopefully with all your meals. But some people, I know it's impossible to do it because you're in a rush and you might have loads of kids and you might have a tough job as well. So just do your best, don't seek perfection. Now the next one, the importance of protein is unbelievably important. It's probably the most important macronutrient you have, and if you don't get enough of it, your body basically is 80% protein. So if you don't get enough protein into your system, You won't build in muscle tissue. You will find it very easy to gain weight and find it very easy to grow fat tissue in the body and not produce lean toned muscles and muscle mass. And believe it or not, protein helps you produce hormones, it helps you produce nails, hair, your skin, your muscles. It's absolutely everything in your body, that and water. So I want you to eat a portion of protein at each meal, about 1 to 2 palm size portions, or a quarter of your bowl or plate. So you don't have to go away and everything. If you have a circular bowl, try and make a quarter of it some protein. It could be beans, it could be eggs, 2 boiled eggs, fried eggs, whatever, egg whites. It could be a chicken fillet about the size of your palm. So 1 to 2 palm size portions of chicken fillet. Could be a turkey burger, could be a piece of steak, anything that you fancy. So how will I do that? I will meal prep, or just do it. Measure on your hands. Always try and get protein in at every meal. Now, when do you do that? At every meal. Now, if you struggle, start with 1 or 2 meals and then build it up to all your meals. And then tick it off as you go. So the next one, eat to 80% full. As I said, if you eat really fast, these really help each other out here. So if you eat slowly, you'll end up most likely eating to 80% full. Try your best to actually gauge and be intuitive about your eating, and don't stuff yourself to absolutely feel sick and to the point where you feel like you're in a food coma. The reason behind it, there's a people in Japan called the Okinawan people, and they have a saying called Harihachi Bunmi, and it basically means eat to 80%. These people this part of the world has the most people that live till over 100 centenarians, and they say it's because of the culture of eating to 80% full. If you notice, Japanese people, first of all, they eat with chopsticks. Have you ever tried to eat with chopsticks? It's quite difficult because you can't take up a lot of food at the same time. Have you noticed that Japanese people, they pick up small bite-sized sushi, and it's quite filling, and they eat it like that. Another reason why they say the Japanese find it easy to eat at 80% full and live longer than most people in the world is because they have multiple bowls of food. So they have a small bowl of, say, sushi, small bowl of rice, small bowl of something else, and by doing that, it feels like there's lots of food and it feels like there's more, rather than one big plate piled, and then you can nearly jump over it, there's so much food in it, and then it's stuff yourself. You don't want that. You want to enjoy your meals, and that correlates to eating slowly as well, in a relaxed state. You want to be eating slowly in a relaxed state to 80% full. If you do that, you'll really process the nutrients in your gut better, first of all. Second of all, you won't eat as much, and you will over time decrease the fat tissue in your body, and then by eating the protein, you'll increase your lean muscle mass, which is really, really important. So how will you do that? Eating the baby so 80% full, not stuffed. How? Be mindful. And when will you do it? At all meals. But if you forget, that's okay. Just try and do it again, and then you tick it off and it's done. Now, fruits, vegetables. We don't eat enough of it, most likely. You can eat copious amounts of fruits and vegetables once they're fresh, once they're not dried fruit. Dried fruit usually has a lot more sugar and calories in it, so try your best to get just normal fruit, like say grapes. Grapes have a lot of water and very little calories in them, so do fill up on that. You could make, say if you have your full plate, you make half your plate fruits and vegetables, half your plate, or sorry, quarter of your plate protein, and a quarter of your plate carbs. So there's a nice balanced meal for you. But yeah, 2 to 4 fistfuls of fruit and veg at every meal would be great, or around half a plate. So how will you do that? Buy, first of all, and put them on the plate. Simple as that. Put them on the plate. Okay, me writing is terrible, sorry. So when will you do that? At all meals. As best you can. If you can't eat fruits and veg all the time, okay, that's fair enough. Try your best and just start with, say, your lunch and your dinner. Right, next one. Keep a food diary for 2 days a week, Wednesday and Saturday. What I recommend doing is going onto MyFitnessPal, or you can literally use a notebook or a piece of paper and just record what you eat for Wednesday and Saturday. I pick a midweek. Usually most people are good, eat well between Monday and Tuesday. Midweek they want a snack and they want to treat themselves. And then Saturday sometimes are most likely takeaways and binges. So try your best to just do it on a Wednesday and Saturday. Record what you eat and drink, and send the picture to the groups as well when you do this one. I want to see some diaries, food diaries from people. So how will you do that? MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal, I recommend that because it's free, first of all, it's really intelligent, and it's easy to track all your food, and it breaks down everything for you, the amount of protein, carbs and fats. And if you ever want to go into the physique development system, we use that, but we track everything to minute detail, and we make sure we have the protein, fats, carbs ratios. We don't do that in this program because it's more of just a lifestyle thing, but the physique development system is very to the point on everything, and it's a bit more of an extreme. It's good for people who have more definitive goals. When would you do that? You do that Wednesday and Saturday, and you tick it off as you go. So that's refining eating habits. It's really important. Obviously, what you eat, you are what you eat, and if you eat well, you'll power the rest of your day and your training and your physique. And there's no point in taking supplements. There's no point in doing anything like that if you don't have this down to a T. So good luck with that.